Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I'm Nick, and today I'm reacting to The Big Bang Theory Season 7, Episodes 17 and 18. So I had a great time with the last two episodes. We obviously had some big developments with Sheldon and Amy on their Valentine's Day. I'm not sure if we're leading towards something significant towards the end of this season. I mean, we still have several episodes to go, but they might be leading towards something meaningful between the two of them for this season finale. But as always, you want to watch along the full unedited reaction that of course is on Patreon, along with future reactions of the show. Let's just get right into it. The Big Bang Theory Season 7, Episodes 17 and 18.
Tag sticking out.
That's the closest I've come to sex in like 2 years.
What? What? What?
You're only making it seem more real for me.
Anyone's gonna make her feel gross about sex, it's me.
Only I have that right as the
Talk
husband.
about something other than my depressing love life.
Penny's depressing acting career.
Nice.
And in my book, that is not depressing.
Is that book called Lies I Tell to Get Sex?
Is that a real book?
Yes.
I would totally read that book.
Number one
Can I
bestseller.
borrow when you're done?
Read it on Kindle. It's even better.
Have you guys know I turned down a part in a movie last week.
Why would you do that?
The sequel to that awful killer gorilla movie I was in.
Oh no, you should have done it.
Thought you died in that.
No, she does. 42 minutes in.
Starring topless, 16 minutes after brief sidebar during a pillow fight.
You might know the movie too
I
well.
have an eidetic memory. I don't know what his problem is.
Try to clone me from my corpse, but my DNA gets mixed with the apes. I end up running around with giant gorilla hands and feet.
You should totally do that role.
Am I missing something, or isn't that the part she was born to play?
Oh gosh, Sheldon, you need to be Penny's agent. Come on. I hope Penny changes her mind and we actually get to see her star in the sequel. That would be amazing.
Really not gonna do this movie?
I don't think it's the kind of part that's good for my career.
It's a part is a part is a part.
Actors get their start doing bad movies?
Yes.
I don't think Meryl Streep ever had to say,
Keep gorilla hands from killing again!
If she did, it would be amazing. That woman can do no wrong.
What were her early movies, actually? I bet she did some bad ones.
I think it's reasonable to turn down paid work and just burn through your savings. I'm sure you know what you're doing.
Subtle point. Subtle point.
I think we're gonna go.
Oh, dang, calling it a night. Okay.
You're making fun of failed career. We didn't get to tap the juicy vein that is Howard.
Why, because he didn't go back to space?
I work at the same university you do. Hawkeye's in the Avengers, but no one ever says, help, Hawkeye.
Oh, come on. Hawkeye's an underrated character.
why do you constantly feel the need to put down my husband? Same way my boyfriend makes me feel terrible about my life choices.
I think we're gonna go.
Yeah, they should have left the first time.
This is not a fight. A little surprised that you'd rather sit at home and do nothing than take it. Now it's a fight.
Okay, well, they left, so you guys can stay.
Happy to answer your question, Bernadette. 10 years ago,
Wait, what happened?
your husband claimed that I looked like C-3PO and Pee Wee Herman.
That's what it's all about? I mean, Sheldon can hold on to a grudge, man. That's impressive.
Replacing the slide with photographs of nude fat women. The lecture was on cosmic gas clouds. That's funny.
I was there. It was funny.
It woke up the class, huh?
To this day, I still get a monthly copy of Granny on Granny.
To this day you do? Dang.
Thanks for walking me to my car.
Actually, it's for both of us. I watched West Side Story, and I'm a little freaked out by street gangs.
Why can't Raj find a girl? The mystery continues. Whatever happened with your online dating?
No one was writing me back, so I stopped checking my profile.
Before I met Sheldon, I was ready to give up too. Once I even dropped in on my OBGYN just to get some human contact.
It's been a while since I got my prostate checked.
Look at where we are now.
You've kissed like once in 3 years.
That's true. Do whatever you want.
I mean, she still has a relationship. That's something.
I was thinking you and I
Bury the hatchet?
hopefully try to be better friends.
Is it possible?
I was thinking what we have now is a bit much.
Let's slow things down a little bit.
I was talking to Bernadette. You and I have known each other a long time. I didn't hear the rest because she took her bra off. How do you propose we move forward? Stop insulting. Great idea.
But that can be fun.
I got invited to do a little talk at NASA in Houston. You Wanna come with me? Visit your mom and I'll show you around the Space Center.
Why not? Why not?
Is this a prank where we land in Houston, made up wanted posters that have my face with a mustache, and then I get arrested and deported to South America?
That would be amazing, actually.
Amy, I could use some help.
Let me guess, there's an undergrad in a leather jacket snapping his fingers by the water fountain.
Back on the dating website.
So what do you need me for?
He needs help writing something? Yeah.
Your face is like a precious dew-kissed flower. Powerful stuff, huh?
Overwhelmingly powerful and
Supposed
effective.
to be yourself, not all desperate and creepy.
Okay, I'm getting some mixed messages here.
Looks like we have a lot in common. Let's get a cup of coffee.
I can be jealous of the cup touching your ruby lips.
That part is not necessary.
You can be like my online wingman. Like, if we met her at a bar and you talked me up. You saw me changing once, and my package reminded you of the muscular tail of a jaguar.
Yes, write that. Send that message.
There's a remote yet distinct possibility that I may end up in South America.
You're really worried about that,
In
Sheldon?
the old days when I would have said something dumb like, why? That doesn't sound good.
Not great.
Remember the old days when I used to point out that your check engine light was on? To stroll down memory lane. Penny, your check engine.
Yeah, I know. No, I cannot afford this right now.
Shoot, should have taken the part.
Just something minor.
Oh yeah. That's just a quick oil change here.
Oh, good news, the light just went out.
Even the check engine light just gave up there.
Are we playing individual or teams?
Our teams are fun.
What are they playing?
You're with my good friend Howard.
But I'm always on Howard's team. We're best friends.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Finish each other's...
I really don't think we do
Do that. See?
When you're forcing the connection.
Can I talk to you for a sec?
Yeah, sure.
How much is it gonna be?
Go with you guys to Houston?
I'm a little late to get plane
Plane tickets, yeah.
Will you please stop?
Stop that? Okay.
My car threw a rod and it's totaled. I can't afford a new one. I have no job and now I can't drive to audition.
Can you reconsider that part in the movie?
The part's gone.
Dang. Dang.
Now that girl's gonna get discovered and become famous and go on Letterman and talk about it. Some dumb girl thought it was beneath her.
At least they talked about you on Letterman.
That would not be a silver lining. That would not be a silver lining.
I have to go back to being a waitress like I will be for the rest of my life.
Oh.
Could you wrap it up? We're waiting on you.
My life's falling apart interfering with your board game.
Yes.
It is.
He didn't lie.
Have you heard back from Emily?
I have.
And?
Not good.
She doesn't think you're right for her.
Oof.
I give you one simple thing to do. Make her fall in love with me and you blow it.
She didn't guarantee success.
What a good guy you are, but made you seem too shy and passive.
I'm not too shy and passive. You write her back and tell her I said that.
I'll see if I can change her mind tomorrow night. I'm meeting her for coffee.
What?
Amy got herself a date.
We went to Harvard, we like Chaucer, we're both hardcore into quilting.
That would be hard to find someone who has all three of those.
That's Sheldon. He says he'll be down in a minute.
What are you doing?
It's not coming out until he sees proof you don't have an air freshener in your car.
This is gonna be a long weekend for you. Stop insulting each other. I didn't tell you to take them on a romantic getaway.
Damn you and your noise-canceling breasts.
Bernadette likes that. She likes that review. Noise canceling.
Not every day you get to tour NASA with a real astronaut. Who's the real astronaut?
We're off to a good start. We're off to a good start.
Howard.
Even on a plane, you can't escape it.
Toilet didn't have a seatbelt.
Well, it still doesn't.
Safety concerns went out the window 2 apple juices ago.
Fine.
Why are you getting annoyed?
You constantly say and do irritating things. I'm an astronaut. You just don't like admitting it because you're jealous.
Partially true.
I did dream of going to space. Those astronauts are my heroes. When you got to go, it was hard for me.
Look at that. Admitting that's a pretty big step.
Because it made me realize they'll just send anyone up there.
Okay, I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon.
I still need to use the bathroom. Here you go. Be creative. I'm not scared at all. Oh, apple juice, stay where you are.
Pray to the bladder gods.
Plummeting back to Earth, apparently not being a real astronaut. Okay, that was a big one.
You're gonna regret this trip. You're gonna regret this.
Scared of turbulence, but I need that backpack.
You want to do this?
Yeah, why wouldn't I want to get my old job back? I haven't talked to them since I said, I quit. See you at the Oscars, bitches.
Dang. That could be rough.
Just get this over with.
Am I driving you to the Cheesecake Factory, or are we having sex? I'm trying to lighten the mood.
Yeah, he's trying to cheer you up.
So humiliating.
Am I driving you to the Cheesecake Factory? I'm sorry. I'll stop. Come on, don't look so sad.
You could work at a different restaurant.
This isn't your car?
I know. I thought we'd take yours.
Did he get her a car?
It's nothing fancy, but it'll get you to auditions, and at least for now, you don't have to go back to wait.
Dang, really?
Oh my God.
Wow.
I mean, you could say thank you. I did just buy you a car.
I mean, that's huge. That's huge.
He's just a sweet, regular guy. As a counterpoint, here he is uninvited.
Passive guy barge in here to look you in the eye and say, hey, Duke's flower, what's up?
Only a crazy guy.
That's a separate issue. Let's put a pin in that and just focus on the passive thing.
One problem at a time.
Still gonna go to that Chaucer reading?
I think I'm just gonna go by myself.
Not my best first date.
Not your worst either, though.
Yeah, but not my worst either.
Poor Amy was gonna make a friend.
Sorry for every mean thing I ever did or said to you. And I'm sorry, too. It's all my fault.
This will get them closer.
It's over. Should we stop holding hands now? In a minute. Okay, good.
They're both on the same page. That's great.
Will he be sitting in Sheldon's spot?
He's in Texas. He'll never know.
Yeah, he'll know.
That's a very sensitive butt. Once I saw him sit on a bunch of loose change and add it up.
That's actually insanely impressive.
Talk at NASA went great.
No, Sheldon didn't heckle him?
Howie bought him a Buzz Aldrin bobblehead and astronaut ice cream.
Wow.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Stuart.
Finally, he's back. It's been too long.
Sheldon's out of town. Been ordered from the Thai place he doesn't like.
Disgusting. Do not tell him.
Sheldon was right.
I told Howie if I wasn't busy, I'd spend the night at his mom's. So for God's sake, think of something.
Stuart, are you okay?
I don't feel so...
What the heck? What happened?
He's been murdered by someone in this room.
Oh, dang. I see. Raj.
Putrapali murder mystery dinner.
This is great.
I'm leaving.
Come on. After that intro.
Suspect in the mysterious murder of Stuart Blue.
I didn't know his last name was Bloom.
Yeah, it's Bloom.
I didn't either.
You really gonna lie on the floor and pretend to be dead all night?
I think I was gonna do it home.
Okay, so we got a murder mystery, right? They just talked about it the last time. Now we actually get to see it. Is it gonna be as good as the scavenger hunt? That's a pretty high bar, honestly. That was a great episode.
You gonna make us pretend to be a bunch of lame characters?
Yes.
Lame characters with silly act. What kind of actress are you?
Fair question, actually.
Put a lot of effort into this, and that's great. It's not sad, it's great.
Two things can be true at once.
I want to be someone else tonight.
Actually, you're all just gonna be yourselves.
Oh, ugh.
You can't please everyone.
Secret facts about each of you, whether you are the murderer.
Who's it gonna be? Can Raj be the murderer?
Hey, who's not the murderer?
Betty knows how to cheat the system.
Can you not stand so close to me?
You're dead.
Suit yourself, but I can kind of see up your skirt.
Don't speak ill of the dead.
Thank you for my bobblehead.
Thank you for not making fun of me during my speech.
Wasn't easy, was it, Buzz?
We should bring something.
I'm bringing the gift of knowledge.
Oh, well, there you go. So worse than empty-handed.
Although camels are referenced in the Old Testament, they didn't exist in the Middle East until hundreds of years later.
say we pick up a cake or a pie, but an insult to her faith is always thoughtful.
Always a good way to kick off a family get-together.
Perhaps the killer dropped a fun and imaginative clue.
I'm gonna check the fridge and see if there are any clues inside a beer.
There will be many, many clues.
Looks like a little man with a briefcase.
No, that's Clarence Darrow. Sheldon made up called Shoots and Lawyer. Work your way back up through the appellate system.
Is it better than the original, though?
Why do you like making us do this stuff?
When I was a fat kid in India and didn't have any friends, kids were mean. Cows may be sacred there, but it doesn't help if you look like one. So I had to make up my own stories and games. Promised myself if I ever made any friends that I would play those games with them.
Okay.
You were never a fat kid.
No, I was svelte as a gazelle.
Oh my gosh. A sympathy fake backstory?
For a cup of coffee, but it's dated 20 years from now.
How fun and imaginative.
When you give your own review.
Does the gazelle with a flair for storytelling know he's just ripping off Terminator?
Actually ripped off from an Outer Limits script called Demon with a Glass Hand by Harlan Ellison.
Ripped off from another Outer Limits script he wrote called The Soldier.
I'm gonna need another clue.
I feel like I looked into that a while ago. I don't think that's totally true. Wasn't there a lawsuit about that or something?
Can't wait to see the look on her face.
What?
We're leaving right now.
What's going on?
My mommy with a naked man, and she was trying to be a mommy again.
Oh, dang. Oh, dang. But I did want to see Sheldon's mom.
Ready to talk about it?
I'm not nearly drunk enough. Okay. Any idea what it's like to see your mother ravaging someone?
Does a brisket count?
What am I supposed to say to her after something like this?
Did she see you in the window?
No.
Then don't say anything.
I have to.
Do you? Do you?
If I don't tell her how disappointed I am, and then I'll never forgive her.
Well, when you put it like that.
I'm just going to tell her I'm coming so she can give that good time Charlie the heave-ho.
Tough talk. I may need to cut you off.
Now, maybe you better. I took a pretty big sip.
Maybe this is none of your business.
I used to live in those genitals. If someone wants to move into my old room, I should at least get a vote.
Leonard has found the time machine the killer must have used. You're all inside it, and we hurtle to the very...
I think Penny's the killer. That's my guess. We got special effects and everything.
Welcome to 20 years in the future.
It's a commentary on how people don't change.
My beer isn't flat and my rack's not saggy. So far, the future's great.
You all aged well.
Go to the bathroom.
Just try not to look too alive.
That's my jam.
Yeah, very well cast.
Here are some facts about yourselves in the future.
By Stewart's comic book store and close it down so Sheldon would pay attention to me.
I like that. I like that.
Not the worst idea.
I'm a famous actress living in London.
Okay.
Professor at Stanford. Do you think we'd really drift apart if we both became successful?
If I became a famous actress and had to move, you would just come with me.
Oh, here we go. Let's bring up this discussion.
Professor, I might not have that much choice in where I end up.
We wouldn't need the money.
Don't go into science for the money.
Last month, my company both invented and cured restless eye syndrome.
Is this something to be proud of?
Ka-ching, you blinky chumps.
It's scary because maybe that's
My career took
true.
me somewhere else you might not go.
Dun dun dun.
All part of a game?
New backstories. Penny and Leonard, you two lovebirds. You have 3 beautiful kids.
You think I'm putting this body through 3 kids?
That's scarier. The second story is scarier for Penny.
Aren't you going to come with me?
I'd rather go back to that bar in Assless Chaps.
How is this gonna go?
Mother,
Shelley!
Oh, heck.
I saw you having naked sex.
What every mom wants to hear when she sees her son.
Maybe we should sit down and talk about this.
You recommend a surface you haven't had coitus on?
That's not funny. Maybe we should sit at the table.
That is funny.
His name is Ron. I met him at my prayer group.
How long have you been a demented sex pervert?
That is no way to speak to your mother.
But it is a way to speak to a woman who quoted the Bible to me my whole life and then desecrates one of Ethan Allen's finest sofas.
I'll give you one opportunity, young man, to apologize.
Or what?
Or I will send you to your room.
I am a professional scientist, and I currently occupy the moral high ground.
Go to your room.
Good
but
luck.
I
Good
occupy
luck.
the moral high ground.
Doesn't matter.
Go to your room.
I'm a grown man.
Can we please get back to the game?
In a minute.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
You have in acting is more important than any I have in science.
I love how they're arguing about hypotheticals.
Relationship agreement covers a wide array of scenarios.
Okay.
Career changes, financial instability, intelligent dog uprising.
Thank goodness you have that covered.
FYI, we plan on selling out the human race hard.
I don't blame you.
Who knows what'll happen with any of us?
You and Leonard will be together.
Really? Why?
You're the best couple I know.
That's so sweet.
Excuse me?
And he brought Leonard out of his shell. Leonard makes Penny think more deeply about the world. Together, you two kind of make one awesome person.
Great observations from the dead man.
I feel bad for murdering you.
Oh, come on!
Oh dang, I was right. I got it. Look at that.
Suck it, jackasses!
Raj is so upset. I think it was a decent way to reveal the killer.
Can I come in?
Apparently any man is welcome in this house. Why not you?
Oh,
Take it things didn't go smoothly with your mom.
not a great first round.
Went through something like this.
Howard, we've all seen your mother naked. That woman needs to learn how to tie a robe.
When my mom started seeing someone a couple years after my dad left, I was kind of a jerk to her about it. It was the most vicious bar mitzvah speech in the history of Temple Bethel.
Really?
Broke up with him, been alone ever since. You might not want to get in the way of your mom's happiness.
That's a good point. You might regret it.
I love my mother, even if she fornicates like a demonic weasel.
Do you need to put it like that? Holy.
And the healing begins.
That was really cool of Howard to say, though. A fair request.
Doesn't this contradict all the religious rules you've been espousing your whole life?
And it's something that I'm struggling with these days.
Interesting.
I'm not perfect. And that man's booty is.
Very easy to quantify that perfection.
I'll condemn you internally while maintaining an outward appearance of acceptance.
That can work.
That is very Christian of you.
The world has changed since you were a young...
How old do you think I am?
You used to be protected by your pre-Enlightenment mythology. Now you're going to need a stronger friend.
What?
Named Latex.
Oh, okay. Okay. He means literal protection.
Are you having the sex talk with me? Dear Lord.
No, don't look to him. He's mad at you right now.
Yeah, he's not answering your prayers while you're misbehaving.
Don't pout. I'm sorry I ruined your game.
I'm not pouting, I'm brooding. So sexy men pout.
It actually was kind of fun.
You're just saying that.
Yeah.
Let's all promise to meet in front of this building 20 years from tonight at 8 p.m. and have dinner like we always do.
That'd be cool.
Putting it in my phone right now.
Yeah.
My phone doesn't have a calendar.
Oh, dang. Dang. That's not a good sign.
So I'll just write it on my hand.
Get a tattoo of it.
See you guys in 20 years.
Oh, we get to see? We get to see? This is cool.
I know it.
No one else showed up? That actually is an accurate portrayal of the future. All right, so that's The Big Bang Theory Season 7, Episodes 17 and 18. So we had an interesting kind of storyline that connected with both episodes with Sheldon and Howard. And I really thought that was an interesting setup. I mean, it is something that we've seen, I think, pretty much from the start of the show, just the tension that we have between Sheldon and Howard and how Sheldon really, really looks down on Howard. I mean, he's definitely like talked trash about his career and his success and his intelligence as an engineer. And just, I feel like no one in the friend group honestly gave Howard the recognition that he deserved when he first went to space, right? But I like how we address that, and it's something that they actually actively work to fix. We also get to hear a little bit of Sheldon's perspective, how he's kind of holding on to a grudge, Will Wheaton style, of when Howard first met met with Sheldon years ago, kind of like giving us a little backstory for why maybe Sheldon singles out Howard more than others in the group. But I really like what they did with that, with them kind of reaching a truce and then eventually going on a trip together, right? And it was great when they're on the plane and they went through the turbulence. I thought that was a hilarious way to bring the two characters together, right? Like at first, it seems like the plane, flying together on the plane is just going to drive them apart. They're both so irritated and annoyed with each other. But then when the fear of dying faces both of them and they're terrified and they hold hands, that's what draws them together, right? And I don't want to overthink this, but I do think it's kind of realistic to a lot of relationships in life. Sometimes you really don't appreciate your closeness and your connection with the people in your life because everything is going so well, right? And all you notice are all the irritations and the annoyances and the imperfections. But then some tragedy happens in your life. And like I said, we don't need to go, too serious into this, but that's how life happens. Something's going to happen. Someone's going to get sick. Something's going to go wrong. Someone's going to lose a job. And you are extremely grateful in that moment. Like all the irritation and the annoyances, they go out the window. They don't matter. You recognize them for how insignificant they actually are. And you're just grateful you have someone else's hand to hold on to during the turbulence of that period of your life. And actually, that was a great kind of creative and also very, very funny storyline for both of those characters. Also, in that episode, we have some tension coming up between Leonard and Penny. And I was really hoping they hinted at a sequel to Penny's movie. I understand why she turned it down, but I was hoping we would get to see a little bit of that sequel. Maybe she would get the part back. But no. She doesn't get the part back. She turned it down because she felt like it really wasn't a good role. And like I said, I understand to a certain extent where Penny is coming from. I'm sure as an actor, you don't want some cheesy, dumb, silly movie. You don't want to take a part where it's like, how am I really going to show my talent? This is so silly and ridiculous. But I honestly side much more with Leonard's perspective. I'm not saying he communicated it in the best way, but I think it's true. If you're a struggling actor or actress, you really need to take pretty much any part that you can because it's so important to get experience and to build up your resume. And the field is just so competitive, right? But I do really like that they're focusing on some of that tension in their relationship. And also, the show hasn't forgotten about the struggle that Penny is going through as an actress who really hasn't made it. And on top of that, quit her job, right? I like how they're mentioning how she's going through her savings and the show hasn't kind of forgotten about that element because that is true, right? And then it ended with a really, really cool thing. I mean, Leonard buys Penny a car, which is a huge thing. I don't think that's super common, especially, if unless you're really wealthy, like buying someone a car, even like a basic car, that's a huge gift. And that's really, really meaningful that Leonard would do that for Penny so that she doesn't have to go back to her old job, right? Because you could just tell more than the work, like Penny said herself, the humiliation of kind of having to face those same people after you thought you were going to get serious about your career and actually have something to show for it. That would be really, really hard. So the fact that Leonard not only spent all that money on Penny, but did it to spare her from having to face that, is a really, really considerate thing of him to do. And then episode 18, we had a great murder mystery night. I'm glad that we actually got to see this murder mystery night since no one showed up the last time Raj had it. I think I mentioned it. I think it was in Scavenger Hunt episode they talked about it. But I'm glad they returned to that idea and we got to actually see the surprise murder mystery hosted by Raj. And it was just fun overall. I mean, people were not the most enthusiastic, to put it mildly. And, I kind of understand, like, Raj was not doing himself many favors winning over the audience by giving a fake backstory, a fake sympathetic backstory for where the need to put on a performance and host a game came from. But I still think ultimately what happened was pretty fun. I mean, I do think it's pretty creative to have the theme of coming back from the future to kill someone. I don't care if it's a ripoff or not of Terminator, still a lot of fun. And then what happened, the fact that it kind of led to Penny and Leonard wondering if they would still be together. And then in general, just all the friends kind of imagining what their life would be like in 20 years, right? And I think that's an interesting thing. I mean, look, none of us know the future. If you have a circle of friends, you're in a relationship, it is kind of normal to wonder, I think, what's it going to be like 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, right? I don't know. I feel like there's nothing wrong necessarily with that type of mental exercise. And I think sometimes thinking about the future in blocks of time can help you reflect, just reassess if you're living your life the way that you want to, and just recognize how quickly the passage of time goes, all of that stuff. But at the same time, I think there's also a danger with spending too much time thinking about the future. I mean, first of all, at the end of the day, all we have is the present moment. So you don't want to be too distracted by the illusion of the future. Also, the future is not guaranteed. As morbid as that is, no one knows how long they have left in this life, so you don't want to be too preoccupied with the future. But more importantly, I think you really don't want to get into a fight in the present worrying about things that could happen in the future, Not that you don't want to plan for the future. I guess I feel like I'm contradicting myself, or it might sound like I'm contradicting myself. I think planning for the future is very, very smart, very intelligent thing to do. And reflecting on things that might happen in 10, 20 years is a great way to get some perspective in life and to remind yourself of how quickly life is going to go by, so you don't end up regretting not doing something that you want to do. But at the same time, you don't want to create conflict in your life worrying about future problems that haven't arrived yet. And you also need to recognize that no matter what stage of life you're in, problems are always going to be there. There's never going to be a point where you reach the summit, whether it's your career or your relationship or your personal fulfillment or your artistic expression. There's always going to be imperfections that you don't anticipate. And so trying to find that perfect moment where life is solved it's a rigged game. It's never going to happen. So I guess my point is, in the episode, having Penny and Leonard worry about, would we still be together if I became a successful actress and then if you became a tenured professor? That's kind of like worrying about, well, if we both won the lottery simultaneously, would that lead to problems in our relationship? I would say cross that bridge when you come to it. Don't worry about things that are unlikely to happen, or even if they're likely to happen, haven't happened yet, right? It's like, what would you do if there was a zombie apocalypse and you were both starving and one of you was sick? Would you eat your partner's body to stay alive? With that, crazy scenarios and getting into fights over crazy scenarios like that, unless you're having fun with it, I think is a little bit silly, right? Because there's so many variables about the future, and especially talking about something that is not super likely to happen, to me, is a little bit of a wasteful exercise, right? It was kind of cool how Stewart was the one who was able to kind of say, hey, I think you guys are a great fit, and you balance each other out in a lot of ways. And I think that's true. I think Leonard and Penny do really balance each other out in many ways. And I also think it's very appropriate that someone like Stewart, who himself is very lonely and would probably give anything to have a relationship as healthy and as strong as what Leonard and Penny have, it's almost like that outside perspective can be a good wake-up call. Sometimes you have to reflect and be grateful for how good you have it in your life or in your relationship. And someone on the outside looking in might see your dissatisfaction or your anxiety about the future and just be like, what are you talking about? You have everything. Just be happy that you have it right now and stop ruining it for yourself. So I just think that's a great lesson overall. I like that's how Penny admitted that she was the murderer. I got lucky and guessed that it was going to be her. And then we had a funny joke about flashing to the future, right? About no one showing up except Stewart 20 years in the future, right? And I think that's another thing too. It is hard to stay in touch with friends your whole life. And sometimes you can be super close with people, but 20 years from now, who knows what can happen? So, you can do your best to prepare for the future, but just enjoy the friendships and the relationships that you have now, I think. I think that's the best approach overall. And then, like I said, we continued on with Sheldon and Howard going along together. I like how that's kind of been a 2-episode storyline at this point, because I like the pairing of the two of them together and trying to get them closer, right? And then they show up for a surprise visit, and Sheldon himself gets surprised seeing his mother with some other guy, right? And I like how we have Sheldon and Howard just sitting together at the bar, kind of talking about life. Sheldon eventually confronts his mother. And I like 2 things about the storyline. I mean, I really like how Howard was so integral into getting Sheldon to overcome this obstacle and mend his relationship with his mom, despite the fact that it's something that really bothered Sheldon. You know, he was able to share his own regrets and experience with his mom to kind of guide him in the right direction. But I also really like the conversation at the end with Sheldon's mom and her just, you know, telling Sheldon the truth is that, hey, I'm not perfect, right? Like, and that's just true about your parents. I think that's something that all of us, as you get older, you start to recognize maybe flaws in your parents or mistakes, and even mistakes that maybe they taught you not to do, if that makes sense, you know? And that's just the reality of life. You know, your parents are just people. And even if they're religious, maybe sometimes they're going to do things that are against their religious beliefs, or, you know, you don't even have to take it as a religious thing. Maybe they're going to do things that they told you not to do when you were a kid. Part of growing up, I think, is really just recognizing that your parents aren't some perfect figures. They're just people, just like you. And as you get older, it becomes easier to accept that and also empathize with that, I think. So I think that was a great moment between Sheldon and his mom, just kind of able to accept that. And they had some great jokes in that storyline as well. But I hope you guys enjoy these reactions. As always, the full unedited reactions are, of course, on Patreon, along with future reactions of the show. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.